Hey everybody, welcome in to Sports Live in the 215. This is the newest episode of the Wrestling Ramble. This is your WrestleMania 41 Night 2 recap. Um, I thought both nights of WrestleMania had good spots. Like the other last night was kind of a dull show with a great main event, and then and then tonight was just the inverse. It was a fantastic show, other than the main event, and I thought I just thought um everything other than the main event tonight was good to great. Like um obviously obviously uh I obviously made the prediction videos. Um, and those I don't think turned out too well for me. But it was a fantastic show overall. Um, let's let's get into it. The opening match saw Io Sky defeat Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. Hot opener. The crowd was just into this match, and that's a credit to the performers. Like they knew kind of when to speed up, when to slow down, and just they took the crowd on a really good emotional ride. Um, to start the show, it gave the crowd a chance to really sink their teeth into um, the rest of the matches on the show. So that's always what you want an opening match to do, especially at a WrestleMania. And like this night or last night felt a lot more like a WrestleMania um, than Saturday did. Saturday kind of felt like I don't want to say a one match show, but kind of like they were putting all their eggs in the main event basket, and they didn't the other matches didn't really get that much of a focus. Like it just felt like you were watching your average like Raw or SmackDown episode. Like this is WrestleMania. Like obviously, of course, I'm maybe a little bit biased since I was there, but objectively, I think WrestleMania 40 was a better show than 41. Like just across both nights. But enough complaining. Let's get into these results and what I thought of the matches. So in your hold on 1 second. Uh, Yeah, the opening match was good. Of the 7 matches on the WrestleMania Sunday card, like I would say 6 of them were really good matches. You had the Intercontinental the Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental Championship between Braun Breaker, Dominic Mysterio, Penta, and Braun Breaker, the champion, the Intercontinental Champion. The match ended when this was just a really cool sequence. Braun Breaker goes um he spears Carlito because Carlito was trying to help both Dominic or he spears Penta, and then on the outside of the ring he speared Carlito, and then he just Finn Finn Balor or Finn Balor actually got Braun Breaker off his feet, did the coup de grace, and then Dominic Finn Balor went for the cover and 1, 2, and then Dominic hit him with a frog splash, which knocked Finn off of Braun, and then it was 1, 2, 3. That was all she wrote. I thought that match, it really kind of hooked you in. It really gave you a good view of like all these guys were able to kind of get their stuff in and everything like that. Uh, uh, hold on. Okay, so and then let's kind of jump to the tag team match for the women's tag titles. I thought seeing the return of Becky Lynch was really cool. Hopefully WWE doesn't do what they've done with Charlotte Flair, which is just give her like essentially a like automatic title opportunity or shot at the either the women's intercontinental title um or all the other titles that they have right away. She's got to really kind of earn her way back, sort of. But yeah, the 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 women's tag team title match, Lyra Valkyria needed a partner because at the end of night one, I guess Bailey was attacked by Liv and Raquel, and then so Becky Lynch comes out and she comes back, and then she gets to tap out Liv Morgan, who laid claim for pretty much the past year that she retired Becky Lynch. So she gets that little measure of revenge. I thought that match was really good. What else? I just really kind of dug into everything, and it was it was a really good show. And then in the Sin City street fight, or actually in the AJ Styles Logan Paul match, I did say AJ Styles would win, but it seems like they're setting up for another match down the line, so it made sense that they would give Logan Paul the win here. And then for the win there, excuse me. And then Randy Orton versus the mystery opponent, which actually ended up being the TNA World Champion, Joe Hendry, which it's just really cool to see the partnership between WWE and TNA continue to flourish, and it's got to be so cool for Joe Hendry to perform at a WrestleMania while not being contracted by WWE. I just I just think it's got to be so so thrilling for him, so cool for TNA, and obviously, or not obviously, but for those that don't know, in the early 2000s, WWE and TNA, like they TNA was the number 2 compared to WWE, so they weren't working together. So now that there's AEW and that whole relation and the whole AEW TNA relationship kind of fell apart. Like WWE kind of not swooped in, but like yeah, they did swoop in, and Triple H struck up a deal with Scott D'Amore, who it's just sad isn't involved with the TNA creative. But anyway, it's good. The point that I was trying to make is that was good promotion because that was good promotion for TNA because it made the TNA World Champion look like he could compete with with a 14-time or 13-time WWE and like World Heavyweight Champion Randy Orton. So it showed both guys kind of on the same level, and at the end of the match, Randy Joe Hendry was able to power slam, um, like do kind of a fallaway slam to Randy Orton, um, and then Randy Orton set up for the RKO, and then that was transitioned into the power slam. My fault. And then you know, like you think Joe Hendry's got control of the match, and then Randy Orton just hits an RKO, 1, 2, 3, and at the end of the match, he and Randy and Joe Hendry shake hands, and then Randy Orton just delivers one more RKO, kind of as a message to Kevin Owens, like you might have gotten away tonight, but in the future, I'll we'll be seeing a lot of each other. You know what I mean? You. Sorry about that. My apologies. The studio's coming apart here. We're good. So hold on. Just pick that up. Make sure. Yeah. I thought that match was really good. The Joe Hendry, Randy Orton match. What else? What else did I really like on this show? I thought that I thought that hold on. Make sure I'm just really struggling. Um, and then this the Sin City street fight I thought was really good. Um, Drew, Drew McIntyre, Drew McIntyre got the win after planning Damian Priest through two tables on the outside of the ring, and then got him back in, hit him with one final claymore, which which is essentially like a running double boot to the face sort of. Um, 1, 2, 3. I thought that was a really solid match. Um, and then with with that being said, let's let's talk about our main event, Cody Rhodes against John Cena. I thought the match was slow, and when they got to the climax of the match, like it just they brought Travis Scott out. They couldn't even get The Rock to emerge from his like ivory tower just to come back for night 2 of WrestleMania. For one spot, they had Travis Scott helping John Cena because when John Cena turned heel or became a bad guy in or at Elimination Chamber, um he joined with The Rock and John Cena. So Travis Scott is essentially Rock's proxy, I guess. Um, but yeah, it's just it was just a really really disappointing ending. Cody had the match won twice, but the ref was knocked out like twice. Um, he hit Travis Scott with the crossroads, and then John Cena finally plants him with the AA. Or the I guess now we can call it the FU again, because he's finally a bad guy for the first time in 10 years or 20 years. My fault. So like yeah. So it was it was a it was a really bad main event, but that should not take away from the rest of the show. Just as the the really good main event from night 1 that we discussed yesterday, shouldn't like it it saved last night's or 2 nights ago's main event saved that show, but last night's main event kind of brought this show down a whole kind of letter grade for me. Overall, I really thought both nights of WrestleMania were like C plus to B minus as like full shows. Um, I just I liked there was maybe even more like it's probably more in the B minus to B plus range. There was a lot to like, but there was also some stuff that just boggled the mind. It's almost like they view they viewed portions of this weekend as if they were booking your average Raw on whatever date. Um, but hey, that's a wrap on the Wrestling Ramble, and now we start to kind of see the fallout from WrestleMania, and I just think I I think the reason they gave John Cena the win here tonight is twofold. Number one, they want to set up heel Cena versus face Randy Orton. Because in their rivalry that spanned basically their entire careers, it's always been heel Orton against face Cena. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they get to that setup. And Backlash is in St. Louis, Missouri, which is Randy Orton's hometown. So you know the crowd is gonna be really really just wanting to see Randy win. I don't think he will, but that's a story for another time. Let's kind of see where that goes. Like, and I feel like John Cena also needed to like to further like be this this kind of dominant heel, and he he well he just um he 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 just needed to he needed help from Travis Scott of all people, which he's John Cena. He should, if he's gonna need help from anybody in that little like Hollywood heel group, it would be The Rock. But The Rock didn't grace us with his presence. Um, but it's whatever. I mean, he needed the win. He got it. I hope they can kind of follow this. I thought that match as a grade for me, I'd give it uh I'd give it a D. Like it just wasn't very good. I thought the rest of the show I was pretty hot for, honestly. But other than the main event, obviously it was a good show. So we'll see kind of how all this stuff shakes out, and as always, ding ding.